Hey everybody, welcome back, Super Auto Pets. Let's go back to free to play. We're gonna, you know what? It can't be done. This is how much I'm a believer in horses not being worthwhile. I legitimately think even with 2 horses in the shop, you can't roll it. I for real think it's that bad. Let's be the helpless bosses. Ooh. Helpless fangirls, foamy feet, helpless feet, blatant bosses. There's a lot of good ones here. I'll be the helpless bosses though. We're gonna do a little quicker today because I'm on a bit of a time crunch. But you already know the video length. Please don't spoil it for me. I don't want to be spoiled on how things are gonna go here. Very nice. I don't have like a meta for what we're gonna do here. I think we should try to freeze this. Maybe a better chance of getting to level 2 and making that duck slightly more worthwhile. I don't have a meta or anything like that. I'm not trying to force anything for the time being. Already ran some like some cheeky achievement style builds earlier today. So whatever happens, happens. We're just gonna try to roll, you know, the best animals available. Okay, I think the wrong thing to do is invest in your ant. I think you pill your ant. Don't hit a duck, please. Thank you so much. That's much better. I actually, for sure, think you can sell a duck. If you had more ducks, weirdly enough, this would probably be less likely to be good. But I totally think you can sell a duck in order to buff a rat. I don't love this this shop. I don't. I think we might be better off with something like that. I think the rat is not that good, but I think if we're willing to, you know, buy in when it comes out, use it until its efficacy is like 0, then I think it's okay. It will appear to lose us some rounds, but it's like deceptive. I think it's deceptive the same way like the honey badger's deceptive. I guess we're gonna go up a level on it, mostly just for stats. I think it's one of those things where like you only notice what the rat is doing when it does something bad. I.e., you know, we're gonna win, but then you lost because there was a 1-1 dirty rat on the other team. What you don't see is that if you didn't have the 7-8 rat standing up there in the first place, you never would have even gotten that far. You know, you would have died, you know, on your 3rd unit or something. But I don't think it's amazing, but I think it's okay to stick with for a second here. That's why we did that. Do me a favor, do this, see what you get. Penguin. It's very interesting. A penguin, very interesting. You know what? Let's buy one. We're getting 2 buffs, soon to be 3 buffs. We're really looking for garlic in our future. Dare I suggest that we might be looking at one of the strangest squads of all time? Like, we're kind of already built for scaling. With the penguin and then units that are like pretty statted. Not a stretch to think we could get a level 2 kangaroo and maybe even like a level 2 penguin or something and start just chunking. Like, this looks good so far. Then we buff, don't hit the penguin. That's fine. Look, I like a bison. It's going to take us a bit to get there. I'm not upset with it, but it's going to take us a bit to get there. You're already doing great work. I think we'd be best maybe with some garlic on the kangaroo. We could modify it later if we have to. Put some garlic on the rat. But the meat has done us a service up to this point. Okay, this is a very similar looking squad here. I can't help but notice. Quite unfortunate. They honestly, that's equipment difference. That squad's going places. They got a good setup. No disrespect. Roll me. Very nice. So that puts you in penguin range. What the heck are we looking for? Sure. I do think you could probably dump an otter at this point. It's not, at 5'7", its scaling is a little underwhelming. Get the snail. Honestly, like, throw a monkey out there. We got a kangaroo coming in, like to give us a little buff. We got a rat getting even stronger. I don't know. Meat and garlic, I've always been a garlic guy. But I do feel like meat and garlic are closer than I originally gave them credit for. So to replace meat with garlic just as enemies are getting tankier doesn't necessarily appeal to me, but we're thinking. So I like it. I like it. Roll me. The problem is our fish is not going to stick around long term. We need, probably, even though we're getting buffs out of it, we really, maybe if we get another level of penguin, I would consider it. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna buy the garlic. I think it tends to be a little bit more consistent, but the meat is, I mean, is also very good. The garlic actually saved us, you know, quite the problem there, I think. I can't believe how well this squad's working. There is a caveat. It's gonna fall off. Like, right now. It's gonna fall off real quick. If I dumped you and got a scorpion, I think that would be fine. If I dumped you and I got 2 scorpions, I think that would be fine. I'm gonna buy a can. Anytime we don't know what we're doing, and the can exists, I like to purchase a can. I don't mind a scorpion getting buffed. Especially when you have a lot of HP, and we do have a decent amount to play with here, I think that's a good time to roll a can. That's very unfortunate for us, for sure. We will definitely lose this one. And now we're on lethal, so all that HP we had to play with is now fallen by the wayside in a big way. Can me? I'm going in, man. Can me, can me. Buy me. And then this is just pray. This is a moment where you just engage in prayer. This looks okay. Honestly, this looks fine. I'm not saying the prayer did it. But I think that it certainly could have been, it could have been worse. Garlic absolutely just, it feasts on flies. Any summon build dies to... This is why, like, another reason I think summon builds suck is because, like, some builds need a counter. Right? Like, you know, if someone's rolling, like, a big unit at the front and trash behind it that just serves to scale the big unit, they die to scorpions, so there's, like, a counter pick. The summon build dies to garlic most of the time, at least in the mid-game. You know, once you get a turkey and a tiger, maybe, not so much, but, you know, like, garlic is everywhere. I think you can sell a penguin and roll tiger behind level 3 kangaroo. It's good. It's spicy, but it's good. And I'm going to be straight up with you. Please don't kill me here. Now I am achievement hunting. We're at 7 wins. Our chances of winning overall, I think, are, you know, not amazing. But we could, if we win, to win with a level 3 rat would really hit the spot. That would be an achievement unlocked, and one that is tough to get. So I would be pleased. There's our level 3 rat. Now we got to figure out a way to finagle 2 more wins out of this. I really don't have an answer for you. A stake can help, but I think it tends to be overstated. Instead, I will just roll and do nothing, if that's okay with you. Much better. And then I will buy, like, an apple and buff our 12-12 Scorpion. And then we just hope that we get an opponent that doesn't really have anything going on. I don't think that's the case here, but I do also think, even in spite of that damage there, the tiger and garlic munching is, like, it's done some amazing work for us here. Or the tiger and kangaroo, I should say. But even then, I have to be, like, straight up with you. We lose to the rat. You know, that it's fitting. It is level 3. It's still a fun one. I do have to be honest with you though. Like, I can't be mad at that turkey build. That's not like the meta turkey build, and at least, for the love of God, you piece. At least it's not dodo rooster, which has become the... I'll be the creamy cakes. It has become the genuine scourge of the meta. Anytime you see someone rolling like 5 ducks, just in your head be like, that person will eventually be a dodo rooster user. I think it's better to, you know, it's safer to bet on that than to bet on, you know, them having some honor. I can't be mad that you're using what works. It's just, I hate when if I'm running like a meme build, I just hate when that loses to like, you know, dodo rooster. And you're like, really? Like this one-of-a-kind run for me dies because you just had to like get one more win? It's just, it's a little painful. You know, I don't mind this. Now, that being said, we are going to run one of the most reliable builds ourselves, which is like a dog meta. Dog, very important engine. I think you could probably squeeze a peacock in there. I love this. Why don't you sell me? Buy me. Freeze me. Freeze me. I bet next turn we are going to sell... Well, you know what? We should probably sell our pig. We've had a level 3 pig before. You know, it is what it is. I wouldn't describe it as a meme, although it's pretty bad. I think you gotta sell this. We get a nice surplus of gold. Then we can buy, get the buff, sell. Buy, get the buff, sell. Buy, get the buff, sell. Now, I'll tell you, I know I said we weren't achievement hunting. We'll buy, get the buff, sell. But we actually are like, I've never had a level 3 kangaroo before. I would be inclined to try this. Or not kangaroo. We've never had a level 3 camel before, and we've never won with a level 3 camel. That's probably self-evident, but... So I actually think that the camel is a good unit. I would love to give it a chance to really pop off here if I could just get some more in the shop. We might have a great confluence of both memery and enjoyment. It's a very groovy combination, baby. We're gonna buy, get the buff, break the wrist, walk away. We're in a pretty blessed situation. Like, whatever gets the buff, we're happy on those cells. Honestly, you're kind of cool. You can stick around. That's a just in case me. Let's do this then. It's not incredible, but I mean, we're cruising right now. Even though we only have a level 1 dog with no extra enhancements, like we're just chilling. I mean, this is just terrible luck, but also like it's not like as rude as it sounds. It's not luck. If you're still running the horses plus sheeps, you shouldn't be surprised by like round 6 when you get, you know, you're getting fed, and not in a good way. Very nice. Okay, so I'm gonna say goodbye to you. You've served your purpose here well. Thank you so much. By the way, take one of those. Give me one of these. This is so automatic at this point, like, and I know what I'm doing. Let's just, I'm going to do a sell me. That's a buy me, really, and then a sell me, and then a buy me, and we're just going to hold it right here. On round 6, I think this squad is still really good. I really just want to see more camels, and more dogs would do something. This is going to screw you up a little bit. Not really. Not at all, actually. Okay. Well, we're at 5 wins already. It's very nice. You're going to get combined. We got 13 gold. It's wonderful. Why don't you take some garlic? We're looking for things for which, you know, buying, selling helps us at all. They don't exist. I think this time I'm going to buy, combine, and then I'm going to roll a little deeper. And that provided us with very, very little utility. We have look, we're doing great, but we have a problem looming on the horizon. And that problem is that our camel is very closely approaching complete uselessness. And that it's actually going to be an issue essentially immediately, as you can see. We need to buff our camel instead of our dog. And it needs to be HP. And we need another camel. We need to get 1 level up. Which is why I actually think it's, like, well worth searching here. Freeze both of those. Even if we... Admittedly, that's pretty sick. Even if we lose both of these rounds, or this round right here and the one previous, I think this will be worth it for long-term success. And this looks winnable to me. This squad, I'm not that impressed. That's all I could ask for. Okay, look at that. They got a little tight in there. Okay, but there we go. That's beautiful. Sell me. Buy me. Come buy me. Very interesting. You know what? Why don't you buy me? Do me a favor. Buy me. Buy me. Now we got a little something going on here. It's at least slightly better. Our deer does not have to be here anymore. But, and yet here it remains. Okay, this blowfish is basically hard reading me right now. But it's fine. We're going to come through. I mean, it's a dog. I'm not trying to act like we're blowing the meta wide open. We are rolling a dog, as is the style at the time. Why don't you buy me? Combine me. Buy me. Combine me. Wonder if you can make a leopard work here. I really like the idea of like a scorpion at the front, softening up. Can cat doesn't work, right? Maybe it does. Holy crap, it does. What? Okay, well, we don't have a unit that we want to buy, so let's just go for the sick cat play. If we lose, we lose. I didn't know probably I've seen it 20 times. Can cat works? Okay, good to know. Honestly, we're losing to just a better player. You can't be mad about that. They're rolling a monkey food squirrel build. Anytime I see a squirrel, you just got to put some respect on it. We don't need melon armor yet. Don't let them trick you. Don't let them trick you into thinking the melon armor is a necessity. A snake is very nice, though. Feed. I'm going to try something crazy. Get rid of your meat. Take a chili pepper. Just in case, we got roosters, we got turtles. We do have roosters. There goes your melon armor. You still are spitting out 2 of these sons of guns. That's not good, but maybe we can kill a dodo? Thank you so much. We lose these. Okay. I mean, look. We can run one more fast, okay? If it's our little secret. Dodo Rooster nullifies everything that comes after it. And I know I'm being a hater right now. You can say I'm drinking the haterade if it makes you feel better. If you're running Dodo Rooster, you do not have my respect. There's nothing wrong with that. I'll be the crunchy nuts. If you're only out there to win, to climb the leaderboard, so be it. I hope one day you reach a point where you accept that, you know, having fun is more important than just running the same build over and over again. Maybe yes, maybe no. Either way, it is what it is. I accept it. But you do not have my respect. You have my understanding. You do not have my respect, though. My understanding is that winning is always fun. And in many ways, winning is more fun than having fun. If you didn't have fun, but then you won, when you look back, you're like, that's a lot of fun. If you're having fun, but then you lose, like that just happened right there, sometimes you're like, you know, well, that wasn't fun at all, even though it was fun when you were doing it. So I am going to do the same thing over and over again. Just because the dog is like, oh, you got to buy it. That's order. The dog itself is not like meta-defining. Well, kind of. You know what? I don't have a leg to stand on. I'm just going to own it. If you don't like it, Napoleon, you can leave. At least it's not as oppressive as the, as Dodo Rooster. Like, don't even get me started. You've already gotten me started, but don't get me started on Dodo Rooster, man. Holy cow. Okay, we lose this, but it was by an inch. No problem. We're going to do a buy me, combine me. I'm going to do a buy me, combine me, but if I got a pill, I would still say goodbye to the ant. You know what? I think we'll do a little... We're going to do a buy me, freeze me, freeze me, freeze me. And probably next turn, we're going to say goodbye to our whale and our ant, is my expectation. Quite an interesting build we got here. Very, very similar squads. Cruising. That's a nasty whale, man. We're lucky, like, the math works out in our favor. I think. The math seems... Yes, the math works out in our favor. Alright, now this would be good just for my mental health. I feel like there is a 10-win run in here. That's very nice. While we have limited animals, let's buy one of these. Really doesn't matter what it hits. The dog is ideal, of course. You get back here. Honestly, I think we benefit the most from something like this. And then garlic armor, although Shrimp Scampi, you know, Shrimp Scampi's got some benefits of its own. For turn 5, this is nasty. It's really hard to kill an 11-9 unit early. Meat would do it, and honestly, I have a lot of respect for this meat skunk meta. It's very early to encounter a skunk. You don't expect it, and yet still we made it. Nevertheless, we persist here. Give me one of these. I'm going to roll. I'm still going to try this ridiculous camel build, okay? Because I think... It's still, in my head, it still has some gas. You can laugh at that phrasing all you want. We're also now going to run the dog in front of the fish, which you will look at and you'll say, why would you do this? Because it's going to create a situation where, I don't know about this, by the way, where the dog could have gotten one extra buff. That's an incredible build! A camel that gets hit by many hedgehogs, thus buffing the unit behind it so it doesn't die. My wheels are turning right now. But anyway, the long and the short of it is I think one bee spawning, giving one extra stat doesn't matter that much. Sell me. Buy me. You need a little more. I'm just going to be honest with you. You need a little more, okay? Like if we're going to make this work, the camel, we need another camel. I'm going to go, like, full scumbag build, and I'll be straight up with you. I think we got to dump a camel. Even though I just said we need another one, I then, in my defense, I did then say we're going to go full scumbag build. Freeze me. Freeze me. We're going to dump a swan soon. In fact, we're going to dump a swan next in order to supercharge our bison, probably. I just feel bad. Like, Bat, you used to be the king. And now look at you. Sell me. Buy me. And we have a problem. I know I said we were going to supercharge the bison. I actually think we got to supercharge the dog. Because it's the only thing we can actually... Like, we can't sell anything anymore. So now would be a great time. I was just going to say to purchase some cans. Oh! Because at some point, if we want to pivot, it will be a pivot into things that will then have a lot of stats. But this, I don't know. Dude, this is a ruthless game. Like, the meta of Super Auto Pets, we go through periods where it's like, you know, cycling uphill. And this is one of them right now, I would say. I definitely feel like we've had some uphill battles. But, you know... At least we're not running horse on turn 8 or whatever it is here, so I think you gotta at least, you know, say your thanks for that. I'll just buy and combine, but dude, we got some strong units here. We'll just pull this one out right off the bat. At least it didn't hit 2 monkeys. If we get one more monkey, we get the space to get the dog engine going again. Oh, that's really bad. It's alright, we're not on lethal. We're just close. We're just very close. Similar build, but a scorpion at the front. Beats us. Scorpion difference. Scorpion difference. Here, I actually think you got to do this. There's a part of me that wants to roll skunks, but there's also a part of me that's like, nah, man. Roll scorpions. Maybe like this now. I mean, this... A month ago, this is easy 10 wins. You probably don't even have to ask. You're just like, this is guaranteed 10 wins. I will say, can I just say something for Ravlo? They did not run Dodo Rooster, and look where it got him. Like, I understand what brings people... What makes a man neutral, you know? I understand what sends someone off the deep end. Has them doing things like Dodo Rooster. You know, it's easy to slip into becoming that thing that you hated. I mean, what's the most common reason, probably, I'm guessing, that people use, like, aim hack in Call of Duty? I'm guessing that it's like, well, everybody else is doing it, so I, like, gotta do it. Oh, that's just terrible luck, honestly, for you. Like, this is a tragedy of the commons. Many of the people, I guess I should have sympathy, many of the people that you see that are running Dodo Rooster probably hate Dodo Rooster, but they just feel like it's the only thing that they can do. And you know what? For that reason, maybe instead of my derision, you have my sympathy. How did we get a 1919 Scorpion so fast? This is the dream. Okay, I can feel my self-esteem coming back. And you can judge me, okay? You can judge me for using dog, bison, monkey, scorpion, but at least it's not the most popular build and the most overpowered build, okay? It's the second most overpowered build. There's a difference. Kind of. If we draw, I would love to get a bison out there. Not bison, leopard. It's like not even close. Yeah. Well, you know what? Hold on, wait, what? You know what? Get out of here. We don't need bison scaling anymore. Get out of here. We don't need scorpion scaling anymore. Why don't you add 2 leopards into the ecosystem? That will do 8 damage to a random enemy. And we'll keep the tiger in case we draw. We may lose this, but hey, at least we brought out a little sniping fun at the end. Oh, that's insanely huge. If we don't roll the leopards, we lose there. We get blown out by that hippo. Okay, that's great stuff. Thanks for watching. I gotta make a daycare run. I'll see you next time. See ya.